Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you's having a fantastic day wherever we are around the world. And welcome back to yet another breaking news episode for you guys this evening. And look, you may look at me and go, "Oh, look, Con, you're in a German top. You're just enjoying your Friday. Why are you enjoying your Friday?" Well, just as simple as that. Liverpool are close to an agreement between Bayer Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz has chose Liverpool over Bayern Munich, and the deal looks like it could be done by the weekend. Of course, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section down below. Just let me know your overall guys' thoughts in the comments down below, because look, I think a lot of people will be absolutely ecstatic with this news, and it is huge news that Liverpool have got this over the line. And of course, we'll take a look at all the information that we do have at the present moment in time, but still, it is huge. It's fantastic news that Liverpool have got this done and have managed to convince one of Germany's best young talents to go and sign for Liverpool Football Club. It's an absolute bargain. Even at 120 plus million pounds, it's still an amazing transfer to get done. And look, I'm very excited. Of course, hopefully you guys are as well. More a way to kickstart the weekend, of course, the parade weekend, by again smashing yet another record in terms of the transfer window, of course. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section down below, of course. But again, like I said, do let me know. But Doug saying, what a start to the weekend. Yes, absolutely brilliant, Doug, isn't it? Hopefully it will be amazing as well to get this done or over the line as well. Big up John as well, saying hi, Con, who says, we have no poll rubbish. We only getting better. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely, as well. And look, long may it continue, of course, going into next season, of course. Again, it's brilliant and it's absolutely fantastic as well anyway. But again, we will take a look into the news before we do discuss any more about it. Of course, we will discuss the news from, of course, the one and only David Ornstein. Of course, his article piece that broke the news earlier on this evening, saying that Liverpool received Florian Wirtz boost, with Bayern Munich believing he won't join them, as it does say but there. Obviously, this is from David Ornstein, as you guys can see but there. As it does say but there, Liverpool have received a major boost in their pursuit of Florian Wirtz, with Bayern Munich believing the playmaker will not be joining them and is on track for a move to Anfield if he leaves Bayer Leverkusen this summer. Wirtz has been targeted by both clubs, but is believed to have favoured Liverpool, although they would still need to agree a deal with Leverkusen, which is not a formality given the finances involved. The 22-year-old German internationals already visited the northwest of England to look at houses and to live in should the move proceed. Wirtz among the sought-after attacking young talents in the world of football, having played a key role in Leverkusen's 23-24 Bundesliga title-winning campaign. He provided 18 goals and 20 assists across 49 appearances in all competitions and was named the Bundesliga Player of the Season when Leverkusen went unbeaten domestically. It does say he registered 16 goals and 15 assists in 45 games this season for Leverkusen, who have finished, of course, second as well. And it does go on to say in the article piece, as you guys can see, but they, speaking in May, the German international told Sport Illustrated that he was definitely keen to leave his comfort zone at some point and experience something new. Wirtz has been capped 29 times at senior level since his debut in 2021, was part of Julian Nagelsmann's squad in Euro 2024, which again, him, Musiala, these were the people that were, again, getting even better and getting obviously more involved with the German national team as well. And of course, obviously they go on an article piece, and of course you guys can go and read this from the Athletic, of course, and more to do with it, of course. But again, obviously the big one is that he has chosen Liverpool over Bayern Munich, which again is absolutely huge as well. But big up Cal as well, saying, imagine we see Wirtz in the parade crowd. It's entirely possible now, isn't it? Realistically, because like we say, it's quite a funny situation, isn't it? Considering basically what the start of today, there was rumblings that again the Wirtz family was having meetings with Bayern Munich and little bits and pieces. Something this morning, I think everybody turned around and went, oh look, Liverpool are ahead. Even I tweeted out earlier, I think Liverpool are ahead now in the race, and then bang, a bit later on in the day, and we have everyone turning around and of course confirming the news again. Liverpool are now the favourites to sign Florian Wirtz. Of course, nothing is done as of yet, but just judging from a few people, of course, and we'll take a look at Paul Joyce's report into it in a moment, but Liverpool are extremely likely to get this now done and get it over the line, really, which will be a huge transfer. Of course, the biggest transfer in Premier League history, which, again, for the Premier League champions, we've said it over the years that Liverpool, again, this is what we should have done in 2020, but unfortunately COVID happened and we couldn't really, again, add to the squad, I think, as we wanted to. But now it looks like, of course, we're going to absolutely do that and absolutely smash it through the park as well. But big up panelist was saying, I'd been taking all this with a pinch of salt until now, but it seems to be happening. Yeah, absolutely. See you tomorrow, mate, as well. Long overdue. Yeah, absolutely, of course. But Wirtz is the second coming of Phil, I believe, or Phil Coutinho, I think you mean. Again, Florian Wirtz is absolutely outrageous. Wirtz and Salah in the same team should be illegal. Well, it's part. If Liverpool get the striker, which again I think Liverpool might actually end up signing a striker in the summer now. But if we end up signing a striker, it's game over. It's absolutely game over. Like, Liverpool now are going to have Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Konate, Frimpong, Kirkes potentially as well. Like, that team, it sounds so good. It sounds so good, chat. It sounds so good to not be true as well. But it's amazing. This guy is almost as good as Jace Green. How dare you? How dare you insult Scouse? The integrity that is Jay Spearing, the absolute goat as well. Please, says Al as well. Hope you're doing well as well. He's the second coming of film. Yeah, true. Well, that's Ricky, to be fair. If Rick is watching, I still can't believe it. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, mate, isn't it? Like, of course, we've got even more news when it comes to Wirtz, of course, anyway. So, again, this is Paul Joyce's article piece on it. As it says, but Florian Wirtz, Liverpool lead chase for 126 million valued playmaker. Arne Slot's side would have to break a club transfer record to sign Bayer Leverkusen 22-year-old attacking midfielder who has also been targeted by Bayern Munich. It does go on to also say, as you guys can hopefully see up there, Liverpool have emerged as front runners to sign Florian Wirtz should the German international decide to leave Bayer Leverkusen this summer. The Anfield club have been vying with Bayern Munich for the 22-year-old starlet as being growing promise in regarding their hopes of landing the player. That will come as a huge boost to Liverpool as the event of Wirtz choosing to leave Leverkusen and accept a new challenge in the Premier League. Sources in Germany have identified that the attacking midfielder can play a number of advanced roles and has been impressed by Liverpool's ambitious plan and the Arne Slot to build on this season's Premier League success. It does also go on to say a deal remains complex due to Bayer Leverkusen's £126 million, obviously 150 million euro asking price, but there is a feeling that they will accept a lower base figure, that a chunk of any fee can be paid in add-ons as normally is the case. Liverpool have already been in touch with Bayer Leverkusen regarding the £30 million signing. Jeremy Frimpong has already passed his medical at Anfield and his arrival will be confirmed once the transfer window is opened. Wirtz is a close friend of Frimpong. They sat beside each other all the dressing room, and Frimpong 24 used to give Wirtz lift into training before he could drive. That link up would make a move less daunting for the talented youngster. as it does say, but Leverkusen have wanted Wirtz to sign a new contract with a lower release clause that would come into effect after the World Cup in 2026. But the strong interest from the player has complicated the hopes as well. Does it say any more? They are loath to sell they are loath to sell to rivals Bayern, who succeeded Leverkusen as Bundesliga champions this season. Wirtz has opted from the left in a 3-4-3 system under Xabi Alonso, who has left Leverkusen for Real Madrid. And it has also gone to say that Liverpool have said they have not made a formal approach over Wirtz and denied that they have had meetings with the player in the Northwest earlier this month. However, they will hope to make a statement signing recruit Wirtz, who had also been obviously attached with Manchester City as well. Anyway, so a positive update then from Paul Joyce, let's be perfectly honest, really. But look, again, Liverpool have a perfect relationship with them, of course, as Scouts, as you said, but they surely he and Wirtz spoke. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the promise, isn't it, really? Which again, I think is an absolute brilliant situation to be in as well. Again, you've got two very good, talented players that, again, one's 22 and one's 24. Like, again, they are literally, they're miles ahead, in terms of their progression already, and they can even get better. Like, let's think, Florian Wirtz is already at such a level now. Imagine him in like 2 or 3 years' time. Like, it's frightening. It's absolutely frightening. Ben Jacobs saying that that we may get a cheaper deal as we have a great relationship with Bayer Leverkusen CEO. Well, the rumors that we heard was the fact that the Bayern Munich, the deal for Florian Wirtz was around 100 million. That just not 100 million, so it was around 150 million pounds. 100 million euros, sorry. And supposedly the talks, or the big talks around it, was that Bayern Munich, if they were to do the deal, would have to pay it all up front. No, no, deciding whether or not it was going to happen or not going to happen. It was basically that, you either do the deal, 150 million euros, and that's it. But there has been consistent reports that if a non-Bundesliga team, or basically non-Bayern Munich, come for him, then again the deal could be done. So again, we'll have to wait and see. Doug, apparently we are looking at Nkappi. Do not want Nkappi, I'm not going to lie. Callum, I did wonder if he was going to be targeted again. I don't really want Nkappi. I don't like him. I don't like the profile. I'm not going to lie. Gomez plus money. I do. To be fair, he could play left-sided centre-back, right-sided centre-back, and left-back. Or even Konza as well at that point. Serie A gets decided tonight. Is it tonight? I thought it was over the weekend. That should be good, to be fair. I think Napoli will end up winning it, to be fair. But who knows? Anyway, to answer your questions, guys, yes, he can play the false nine. Or his play style is kind of like the false nine, really. So we can 100% see that. Absolutely. And thank you, Mark, as well, for putting Doug's link in the chat, as Doug said there as well. But again, let me just quickly check. What is that? Nothing. But yeah. Again, Liverpool will sell this summer now. Like, it's almost guaranteed at this point anyway. But we're going to have a quick look anyway. Let me quickly get a few other posts up, because we do have a bit of news outside of, obviously, other things as well. But this is from Fabrizio Romano, saying the discussions between Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen are very advanced, working to close the deal. Florian Wirtz is committed to Liverpool. So again, Liverpool want to get this done. He's also come out and said the conversations are moving very, very fast between all parties to close the deal for Florian Wirtz. Richard Hughes has done a huge job on this transfer. And again, the big one, which I think is interesting. Again, we may end up changing the title and thumbnail for this. If I quickly get up Twitter for you guys. Hang on a moment. There we go. So you guys can see that, hopefully. And I can change it to, not that, change it to that. There we go. As I said, a major break in Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen are close in an agreement for Florian Wirtz as well. So again, I would not be surprised in the next I would say in the next 24 hours, if we have maybe a here we go from Romano on Florian Wirtz, I genuinely don't think it's not going to be like, oh, we're going to sit here until maybe 2 weeks time and see whether or not this deal gets done. It is getting done very, very quickly. And there is no hesitation, neither from Liverpool. Supposedly, again, could we possibly get a here we go tonight? Possibly, considering, again, the whole conversation is Florian Wirtz give his word today on the deal. So you never know really on what could be done. But again, I think it's very, very intriguing. And I think, again, it goes to show a true intentment really on Liverpool's side. I really do. Did Klopp and FSG have a good relationship, or was it weaker than we thought? How Edwards got this done and Klopp's pulling powers at Ensure? I kind of think it's kind of the narrative now of this is the going right now really. Like, I think Liverpool in some sense have to do this, and really, because we didn't spend last summer. Again, we spent 10 million euros on or whatever on Federico Chiesa. Obviously, we've got Mamardashvili coming in as well. So basically, we spent around like 30-40 million last summer, in theory. But again, this is what you have to do. Of course, it's not we have to do it every single summer. I think people have to get that in their heads as well, is that Liverpool don't have to go and spend 200-400 million every single summer. You absolutely don't. Again, we've proved that many seasons. Liverpool have gone on to not buy anyone and still gone on to win a league title. We did it a year after the Champions League. We did it this past season as well by not really signing anyone. But I would also say to that, again, once you are in a certain position, you need to upgrade. We didn't do it in 2021 or 2021 in that season. Of course, we didn't do it in some areas as well, where, again, for example, the whole the whole midfield situation, we didn't upgrade on that, which did cause us problems. Let's be honest, it did at certain points. And then look, it's something where, for me, I honestly think it's something that look, for me, I would turn around and easily go, well, you have to do it this summer, because again, we've said Liverpool can improve. Look, Liverpool have absolutely been amazing this season, but we can improve. We can easily improve, get more goals from the midfield. Why can't you bang in? I don't know, somebody outside. But we can hear, we can hear. But again, we can turn around and obviously do our bit in getting certain deals done. But for me, I think now is the perfect time. And again, what if we said Liverpool need goals and creativity from the midfield? We're about to lose Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has been our output for so many seasons. He's been Liverpool's number one assist maker, apart from Mo Salah, over the last couple of years. And now we have, we're about to have, or trying to get a left back who, again, the creativity that he can create from deep, he's done it plenty of times for Bournemouth this season. You're Jeremy Frimpong, who again loves to overload and again can assist. In terms of goals and assists, there's no other defender in Europe over the last 2 seasons that's done it better than Jeremy Frimpong. And look, before anybody has a go at me, I know he plays right wing back, but still, it's the fact that, again, Liverpool are going into next season on the attack, and if Liverpool get a number 9, then that just separates us again. The fact then our spine then is what? Alisson, Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Wirtz, and a number 9. Or you could even play with 2 10s. So Bosley and Wirtz next to each other, and play that way with Mo and Gakpo or Lucho inverting. You could easily do that as well, and that is like we properly understood a heavy metal football but this could be, controlled heavy metal football like in its entirety under Arne Slot as well. But Gerson says the sooner this deal gets done, the better. Yeah, absolutely. Go and get Isak now. I'd absolutely adore that, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen, Mark. But apparently, there was an issue between Edwards and Klopp towards the end, and it's why Edwards left. Yeah, there's rumours about it, isn't it? I think it is interesting, to be fair, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they might bring out some documentary someday about it, to be fair. But Big Up Heroes was in Connor. Will you be around the stadium on Monday morning before the parade? Would be great to bump into you. I'm definitely going to be up and around Anfield on Sunday. I'm definitely up and around the ground on Sunday. So again, Hero, if you're around Sunday, then let me know. Monday, possibly. Again, DM me on Twitter. Obviously at the Cop Council, DM me on Twitter. I'll try and sort something out as well if anybody else wants to, come say hi as well. But Les says if he does sign as soon as he hears You Never Walk Alone, you'll know he's made the right choice. Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, he's played for Leverkusen against us, and he's also trained at the AXA training grounds as well, which supposedly, if I do reach any more comments out, supposedly that was a huge factor as well in this, is, again, and this is take it with a pinch of salt, but there's been obviously Bayern pages reporting on the fact that there's been an underwhelming thing going on with Bayern Munich in terms of, again, their whole facilities are pretty much outdated. Again, I think even the Vincent Kompany pitch that he gave to Florian Wirtz and his family, wasn't great at all. And I think it's a very interesting situation, isn't it, to be in. And look, I do think the whole Wirtz situation, I think it will be wrapped up by Monday. I generally do. I think maybe Liverpool could possibly announce it. Could even possibly announce it on Monday. It would be very interesting to see anyway. But let me quickly scroll back up. What else we have? We did not make many signings in the summer window or January window. It's because our squad limit when it comes to the squad rules. Yeah, true. But I also think Liverpool has sold players on as well. Again, this summer, for example, Liverpool are gonna there's going to be a clear out, really. Obviously, names such as Darwin Núñez, Drell Konza, I think was going to go. Maybe you could even be Harvey. Well, I think now obviously it will be Harvey that does leave. I think that's an indication now, really, of that position, because you're not going to keep 3 number 10s, are you, really, in your squads, even though Harvey has he can filter in other positions, unless the club put him now as backup for Mo Salah, which again I don't think they're going to do. Every time Slot's been asked about it, I don't think he's on the right or in his plans to play on the right. So I think it'll be I think Harvey is going to leave, unfortunately. Hughes is working his magic, absolutely. Should be up in the next 2 days, hopefully. Wirtz is going to be at the parade, hopefully, as well. But apparently, we're still after Alvarez too. Núñez finally got. Well, if that could do it, if we could spend 100 million, well, let's say 100 million euros. So what's that? 80 million quid on Alvarez. But then again, that's not going to happen, because if the deal, if Atletico Madrid execute everything that's in that contract, then they end up. I think they have to end up paying. Then I think it was 91 million euros for him. So it's never ever going to turn around and go, oh, we're going to sell for cheaper. What? Yeah, no. Like if Alvarez leaves, it's going to be around 120. It's going to be the same as Wirtz, really. It's going to be 120, maybe even a bit more. It could even possibly. It could be 130 potentially, because again he has that release clause, 150 million euros. So are Liverpool about to spend 300 million on just Wirtz and Alvarez? I don't think so, unfortunately. Hang on a minute. Have you seen the new VVD mural? Yes, I have. I can't wait to see it on Sunday. I really can't. Mr. Murph as well. as well. It's a great time to be a Liverpool fan. Yeah, absolutely. Again, look, Liverpool have won the league, and they're about to win the transfer window. No, joking. Get that rubbish out. No, but it's a really good signing. Like, really good. The fact that City backed out of it, like when that got announced, I was like, do you know what? I have a hope. I have a hope that Liverpool are going to do it, because we knew Bayern Munich could not afford 150 million euros, because, like I said earlier, Bayern Leverkusen told Bayern Munich that you have to pay up front. It's not just it's not just like, oh, we can do it like a cheap deal on the side. Like, no, like it is all or nothing, really. And yeah, Bayern Munich just cannot do it. Speaking of Bayern Munich, they've just announced that they're going to sign Jonathan Tah, but still, like, the deal is done. But yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, Romano. What's Romano put? Let's have a look. What has Fabrizio put on his Twitter? So he's actually, that's interesting. So he's actually removed his pin tweet, which I think is quite funny. Obviously, it wasn't Trent. But he has obviously put it to this. Obviously, Liverpool have made a formal approach to Bayer Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz. After initial green light from the player, Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen are in talks over the transfer fee package. Liverpool want the deal to be done very soon, not long saga, to avoid surprises as well. Which, surprises mean not Bayern Munich, sorry, by Real Madrid. That's the other one, of course, because supposedly, Xabi Alonso was very much pushing for Man City, for Real Madrid to go for Florian Wirtz, which, again, they don't need him. They've already got, so many attacking talent. But again, they've got Artegula who can play that position, really. So, who knows? Anyway, but what else do we have? Carl says the deal's going to be done tonight. Can smell it by 10 o'clock. Well, I think we will have big news, I think, coming up even more. So again, what's the time now? 7:45. Like, I think we will have more news coming up tonight. So if we do have more news, we'll be live for it, of course. Apologies, I was meant to be live at 7, but of course, other things happened and that, so I was pretty late, so I do apologize. Liverpool gets Sesko now. Sesko's off to Arsenal, apparently, so who bloody knows at this point? Anyway, but where are you guys going to stand for the parade? I'm going for the starting area, then going to get back to my hotel for a beer. I think so. Our plan at the moment, speaking to the boys earlier on about it, I currently don't know. There's talks that we're going to go into town for it. I know, obviously, Liverpool. Like Liverpool City Council did a video on it, speaking about it. But I think we're going to go on the Strand, I think, maybe. But again, it's not 100% yet what we're going to do. So again, Hero, like I said, Hero, DM me and I'll try and sort something out for sure. Bayern couldn't compete without PowerPoints. Well, to be fair, Arne Slot's tactical presentation supposedly won him over compared to Vincent Kompany. Because again, the big thing I think also with this is that Florian Wirtz's family is a part of the deal. Like, again, his mum and dad is his agent. We know how much Liverpool, again, have been respectful, I think, in many ways. I think as well, that's also another thing that has really buggered them off, in terms of, I think there was a German report as well saying that he hasn't spoken to any German outlet since the start of the season because Bayern Munich's PR has been, oh, we're going to go and sign Florian Wirtz, whether or not it's this season or he's going to join us next season. And for them, it was pretty much confirmed. It was for, if you speak to any Bundesliga or any Bayern Munich person over the last couple of months, they've said it. Florian Wirtz, it looks like he's going to go to Bayern Munich. Of course, there's no agreement there, but there's talks there with his dad and and so on as well. But supposedly they have completely been totally disrespectful to the Wirtz family, and they've been fed up by it. Which, you know what, fair play to them. You know, and not only just for Liverpool, if he'd gone to Manchester City as well, you know, fair play to him, because Bayern Munich just assumed, oh, he's going to join us no matter what, and fair play to him as well. And obviously, I'm going to say that because Liverpool are going to get, Liverpool are going to get it anyway. But big up Hawklow as well. Hope you're doing well. Hi, fella. Have you talked about Wirtz's house searching in Liverpool and his wage demands would make him the best paid Liverpool player outshining Salah? All unconfirmed, though, as far as I know. I think obviously the house ones, yeah, that's obviously he's been looking for Liverpool. But I think the other thing with it is the contract side of things. I've not heard anything about it, but you assume he's going to easily be in the top 3 earners for Liverpool, which again, you know, Liverpool are going to get, well, we're going to end up paying, £400,000 per week for Mo, £400,000 for Virgil van Dijk, and it could be the same for Florian Wirtz. I think it will be around, I would be surprised if it was 400, but I think it's going to be like, 250 a week, potentially. Because again, he is a superstar coming to the football club. And that's the other thing. Even though he's 22, he is a superstar already. He's a young superstar. Like, we talked about for years and years about how, you know, Kylian Mbappe, you know, back, 2016, 2017, around there, where he was getting linked to Liverpool, and, you know, Jurgen Klopp tried everything to try and persuade him to join the club and couldn't get it done. Now we have just signed, or we're about to sign, an absolute superstar. And again, look, I love Dominic Szoboszlai in the Liverpool team. I think Liverpool, when we don't have Dom Szoboszlai in the team, look a bit, you know, a bit crap, you know, in the midfield. But he is an upgrade, and that's mad to say, because again, you guys know, if you're a long-time viewer, how much I do love Dom Szoboszlai. But he can offer you that pressure or that press, but also the creativity. Like, that's the one thing we've said the entire time while Dominic Szoboszlai has been here, is goals and assists. That's been his main problem. Again, he's improved this season, like all the rest of the Liverpool midfielders improved. But him and Mo Salah together, oh my god! Like, both of them Mo Salah gets over 30 goals and involvements every single season. Florian Wirtz is about to get us 20 alone. 20 goals and assists he's going to get us next season. Like, I'm already calling that already. And look, I'm really excited for next season already. I really am. Rever Billion says, I reckon Kirkes will be confirmed after the last match for Bournemouth as well. Yeah, I think next week, Liverpool's transfer window's done, really. Liverpool v Real Madrid, imagine the talent on show next season, and that rat at right back. He's not much talent. Yeah, absolutely. Big up Dean as well, saying, when Musiala signed his new contract at Bayern, Wirtz's mind was made up. He's not going to you. Can't have two poster boys at both German as well. Yeah, absolutely. But again, that's what Bayern Munich wanted. Which, yeah, obviously was never going to happen. Which, again, boss for us, really. If there's a higher power, I hope he's a Liverpool supporter, lol, as well. Yeah, absolutely. Cal's gone Alisson, Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Maka, Grav, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Sesko, and Salah. You think Wirtz is playing on the left? No, I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, Cal. But imagine that 11, maybe a 6 in Sesko, I think is in the 9. Again, it's not a terrible lineup. I'm not saying that at all, but it is a great lineup. But I just don't think Wirtz is going to be on the left. But again, I could be completely wrong, and hope to be wrong anyway. But Cal, if we play Real Madrid, we attack their right back. He's the weakling. Yeah. Yeah, imagine having a right back that can't defend. Szoboszlai is a great backup. He can play 8 as well. Our bench is going to be strong. Yeah, and that's the big thing. We've always said it, though, isn't it? That Liverpool have always needed a strong bench, and over the years we've not really had it, and we've not. But as time has progressed, we have slowly and surely done it. And even next season now, You think about it, goalkeeper position. You think of the squad as it is right now, and add Frimpong, add Kirkes, add Wirtz into that now. Goalkeeper, you sound. Right back, you sound. Centre back needs somebody in there because I think Van Dijk, Canate, obviously the Canate contract is huge for next season for sure. But soon if that gets done, again you need to sign another centre back. Obviously, because I think Joe Gomez is going to leave or Joel Cons is going to leave. Left back, you sound. Andy Robertson and Milos Kerkez is absolutely fine. Midfield now, I think you do need to sign a number 6 because I think Endo's going to go. And of course, you've got then. Let's say, for example, Liverpool go and sign a number 6. You've got a new number 6, Gravenberch in that position. McAllister can also play there. But then on the left side, you've got McAllister, Jones, Szoboszlai. And then in the 10s, you've got Szoboszlai and Florian Wirtz, which, again, is outrageous in itself. And then, the right-hand side, Mo Salah. Like I said, in the attacking midfield, you've got Szoboszlai, you've got Florian Wirtz. The left, you've got Cody, you've got Lucho there. And then up top, we need an addition. Then really, because of course Darwin Núñez is going to leave unless Florian Wirtz is going to play as a false 9, which could easily happen for sure. But I can't see Dom being dropped from the 10 purely because of our system. Yeah, exactly. But I think we will see a slight system change next season. Where again, I think it still will be 4-2-3-1. But I do think, again, it'll be a lot more through the midfield compared to anything else really. But Wirtz can play out wide if needs. So who knows how the team lines up exactly. Again, it gets too excited though for pre-season already, and we're not even at the end of the freaking of the year yet, really. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm just quickly seeing if there's any more news in regards to anything. Hang on a minute. Oh, Here We Go is expected soon from Fabrizio Romano. It is from Anfield Talk. Hang on a minute. Let me get it for you guys. There we go. Yeah, Here We Go expected soon for Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. So, again, if we do hear anything, we'll be live for it straight away. But if not, then again, we'll have to wait and see. Who cares about the parade? Bring me next season. That just haven't felt like this. Again, savor the moment, Cal, and then we'll go on and win everything again then next year. I still believe Frimpong will play right wing, which means Salah could change position. Could do. Absolutely could do. But yeah, hang on a minute. Hang on a moment, chat. Let me just quickly reply to this text. Right, there we go. But thought you were saying a deal off there. I almost no, absolutely not. No deal. Here We Go is expected soon for Florian Wirtz, which again, look, it's to be fair, I think it's actually it's actually amazing the fact that we've all it's been done so quickly. What else? Actually, to be fair, you lot are saying everyone's posting shite. Where are you chatting? Yeah, I'm looking. To be fair, Twitter is down as well. It's not working as good anyway. But yeah, even from Anfield sector as well. Fair play to these guys as well. So, yeah, so the major breaking. Here we go. Expected soon for Florian Wirtz. So it's either going to be today or tomorrow. Now the problem is tomorrow I travel up to Liverpool. Yeah, so basically I'm hoping it doesn't happen tomorrow. I'm really hoping it happens today because I can't really produce anything tomorrow because I'm not here. I'm not in the house. Again, I'll be traveling up to Liverpool. Again, I can do a video after I'm up there, but unfortunately, we can't really do anything now. But yeah, I'll. Grok is coming in it. Grok? Who the hell's Grok? But yeah. Anyway, but we'll have to wait and see anyway. But look, I am going to leave it there for tonight, guys. If there is any more news on Florian Wirtz, of course, do you mean Victor Gyökeres is coming in next? Hopefully, if that does happen. But yeah, if we do hear any more news, or of course, if we do have a Here We Go, I'll be live straight for it anyway. Whatever happens tonight, we'll be live for it anyway. It's 8 o'clock. Anyway. Jack's coming on to that Everton. Well, to be fair, Jack is an Everton fan. What we got? You think the Kirkes transfer has been quiet lately because even though he is my main targeted team, Wirtz give us reason to push on. I think he'll get done at the end of the season. I just think we're just respecting Bournemouth. I think obviously they know we want him. Obviously, I think they're talking about the whole fee at the moment, so again we'll have to wait and see for that anyway. Mark says thanks for coming, take care everyone on Monday as well. Yeah, obviously if you're going to the parade, let me know. Obviously, like I said, if you want to meet up, DM me on Twitter, and yeah, we'll definitely sort things out anyway. But like I said, if we Here We Go later, I will be back. I will 100% be back for you guys anyway. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your Fridays anyway, and yeah, I'll see you guys a bit later on if we have a Here We Go. But until next time, it's going to be it from me. I've been calling it from the COP Council. I'll see you guys a bit later on. Ta-ra.